Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
हरे कृष्ण वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from Texas College Station, welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sangha conference call. I thank all of you for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the name of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or to be independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the order of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activity Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have a complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to our next part of the session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. Before that, may I know who all joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago, Elgin.
Hare Krishna Yeshumati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, and all glories to wonderful services. Hare Krishna, welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, all glories to your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, giving your sweet association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is your humble servant, Aditi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Aditi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining us back. Welcome back to the group, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Very happy to hear your voice. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinisa Gandharvika Mataji, Danvat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Vijay Vrunda from Atlanta. So happy Aditi Mataji, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and encouraging all of us. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and the assembled devotees. This is Revati Kriti Devi Rasi from Atlanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna Revati Priti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, for chanting and chanting so beautifully. And all glories to your services to the group, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devi Dasi from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every single day, giving your association for Srimad Bhagavatam classes, and all glories to your services to the group. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, this is Shama Guri Devi Dasi from Charlotte, and all glories to your services, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Shama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining and giving your association and bringing new speakers for the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I think he had joined.
Yes, Mataji, Prabhuji joined, yeah. Yeah. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today, we are very fortunate to have His Grace Akrura Prabhuji, to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 6th chapter. Actually, the poster says 38 verse, but we have to cover 36, 37, and 38. Sorry, Prabhuji, that for the last minute change. Those two verses does not have a purport. We can just read those verses and go on to 38. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I request Balabhadra Kripa Prabhu to introduce today's speaker. Over to you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Danvat Pranam to you and all the assembled devotees on the call. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Danvat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu, first of all, for accepting on such a short notice. I just called you other day and very merciful, Prabhu. Dear devotees, so you know, Prabhuji time is a very early, pretty early in the morning in Vancouver. So thank you so much, Prabhu, again. And again, last minute call, 3 minutes ago, I said, Prabhu, if you can also read 36 and 37. So these are the devotees, very merciful. So there is a small introduction for Prabhuji. His Grace Akrura Das Prabhu came in touch with ISKCON in the year 1979, when Prabhu was only 14 years old. He was very much interested in philosophy of the Krishnas and started following the 4 regulative principles very soon. Prabhuji managed to attend his school and temple programs and also assisted in the Sankirtan leader. Prabhuji was trained as a bhakta by His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj, who was the temple president of Delhi temple at that time. After finishing his school, he joined ISKCON Vrindavan in the year 1984, where he was initiated by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. In the year 1987, he was sent to Vancouver, Canada, where he helped bring up the temple from his turbulent times. From 87 to 2002, Prabhuji worked in outside world to maintain his family, as well as supported the temple funds for preaching and other services. Now his whole family is serving in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. He has 2 sons who are preachers and kirtaniyas. They run 2 downtown preaching programs and many spiritual retreats, thus helping many devotees in Canada. Since 2002, Prabhu has been a temple council member in Vancouver. Until 2012, he was given the services in Canadian National Council. He also chaired North American Temple President Body during this time. In 2009, he was deputed to serve as a deputy GBC in the global management, where he continues to serve till date. He was also chairman of Srila Prabhupada Position Committee in 2011. Presently, he is serving as member of Deputy GBC on Global Portfolio and as a member of SPN, Strategic Planning Network. Prabhuji presently lives in Canada and spends about 6 months traveling and preaching in Hindi, English languages in Canada, USA, Europe, Africa, Middle East, Singapore, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, MP, UP, Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal, Vrindavan, and Mayapur. He also speaks Gujarati and Punjabi. I think we all should go with Prabhuji because half of the places I have not been to even. So, so that'll be preaching and tourism. Haribol. Over to you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Jai Srila
Thank
Prabhupada.
you, Prabhuji. Glorious services, Akrura Prabhuji. We are very fortunate to have you on the call. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you, Prabhuji. Over to you. Hare Krishna.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नित्यां नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके तिरभवति नैष्टकी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today I want to welcome all of you to this Bhagavatam class program. I'm here for the first time. My time is 4 a.m. So I'm here bright and early. It is not an unusual time for me to wake up or be ready, but it certainly is an unusual time for me to start giving a class that early in the morning. Nevertheless, I'm here to serve you. I want to thank Balbhadra Prabhu for inviting me. So we are at the Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 6th chapter, and I guess we start from verse 36. Tamstatha bhagna manaso bhagna buhuru kandharan vikya bhagvatam statra babuva garuda dvaja. The demigods and demons were frustrated and disheartened, and their arms, thighs, and shoulders were broken. Therefore, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who knows everything, appeared there on the back of his carrier, a Garuda. गिरिपात विनिस्पितान् विलोक्यामरदानवान् इक्ष्या जीवयम् आश निरञ्जन्निर्वाण यथा. Observing that most of the demons and the demigods had been crushed by the falling of the mountain, the Lord glanced over them and brought them back to life. Thus, they became free from grief and they even had no bruises on their bodies. So, now, verse 38, the one we are covering today. Kirim charopya garude hastena leelaya aruya priyaya va abdim surasur vrate. The Lord very easily lifted the mountain with one hand and placed it on the back of Garuda. Then he too got on the back of the Garuda and went to the ocean of milk, surrounded by the demigods and demons. Purport: by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Here is the proof of the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is above everyone. There are two classes of living entities, the demons and the demigods. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is above them both. The demons believe in the chance theory of creation, whereas the demigods believe in the creation by the hand of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The omnipotence of the Supreme Lord is proved here. Simply by one hand, he lifted Mandara mountain. The demigods and the demons placed them on the back of Garuda and brought them to the ocean of milk. Now, the demigods and devotees would immediately accept this incident, knowing that the Lord can lift anything, however heavy it may be. But although demons were also carried along with demigods, demons, upon hearing this incident, would say that it is mythological. But if God is all powerful, why would it be difficult for him to lift a mountain? Since he's floating innumerable planets with many hundreds of thousands of Mandara mountains, why can't he lift one of them with his hand? This is not mythology, but the difference between the believers and the faithless is that devotees accept incidents mentioned in the Vedic literatures to be true, whereas the demons simply argue and label all these historical incidents mythology. Demons would prefer to explain that everything happening in this cosmic manifestation takes place by chance. But demigods or devotees never consider anything to be chance. Rather, they know that everything is an arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the difference between demigods and the demons. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So here in this verse today, the Leela that is going on is that the demigods have become less powerful and the demons have become more powerful. So there is always a kind of a war going on between the demigods and the demons. Actually, there is a lot of envy, and because of envy, there is enmity. Why there is envy is the envy seems to be always between brothers. If you go to the court in any country, most likely, take a look at all the civil cases. Most of the civil cases running in the court will be between brothers. Brothers are always fighting. Not all brothers are always fighting, but many brothers are always fighting. Um, so the demigods and the demons are also brothers. They are both sons of Kashyapa Muni. Kashyapa Muni, actually, I don't know if you heard, Kashmir is named after Kashyapa Muni. Kashyapa Muni's home, Kashyapa Muni's lake, everything, all the places dedicated to Kashyapa Muni, including his present residence, are in the province of Kashmir. So the gods and demigods, gods and demons, the demigods and the demons are the sons of two of his wives, Diti and Aditi. Aditi's sons are demigods, and Diti's sons are demons. So, always there is a war between them. Sometimes one side becomes more powerful, and sometimes the other side becomes more powerful. They are virtually equals. That's why you hear about a fight between these two parties. The fights usually take place among equals. You've never heard of a fight between demons and humans. Of course, Ramayana is one exception, but otherwise, there is never a fight between humans and demons because the humans don't stand a chance in front of the demons. They have no chance to survive. So there is no point of a war between the two parties. Similarly, you would also never hear of a war between demigods and humans. No. What is the war between demigods and humans? In 1 second, the war will be over. The humans will lose to the demigods so badly that the war will not even get to start. So, the matter to understand is the wars are among equals. So, these demigods and the demons are equals. They have same father, different mother, and power wise. Of course, Kashyapa Muni's wives have given birth to so many species. Almost all of the 8,400,000 species come from these women. But these two, the demigods and the demons, also come from the wives of Kashyapa Muni, and they are more or less equals. Sometimes one wins, sometimes the other wins, and it goes on like that. So at this particular time, the demigods have become powerless and the demons have become powerful. So at the beginning of the fifth chapter, the demigods go to Brahma, and Brahma takes them to Lord Vishnu, beg for some kind of protection from the demons, and the Supreme Lord suggests to them that if you want to become more powerful than the demons, then I have one plan. One thing you can do, and you can become more powerful. What is that? You can churn the ocean of milk and get the nectar out. And if you can drink that nectar, then that will make you always more powerful than the demons. But there is a big but. You do not have the power to alone to be able to churn the ocean of milk. All of the demigods together do not have enough power to churn the ocean of milk. So you need the power of your brothers, the demons, united, both together. Then only you will be able to churn the ocean of milk. So now, if you want to be more powerful, first you have to go to your brothers or slash enemies and beg for their cooperation. It has to be an all party meeting, not a ruling party, not an opposition party. All parties have to come together. Then only you will have enough strength to churn the ocean of milk. Actually, uh, both of them together even don't have. So that's why the Supreme Lord, in the form of Lord Ajita, is helping them at every step of the way. So the Supreme Lord is suggesting that you go and churn the ocean of milk. So what do you need? You need something to churn it with. So go get the Mandara mountain. But then you need a rope to run the Mandara mountain to help you churn. So that rope will be Vasuki Nag, and that churning thing will be Mandara mountain. So so the demigods go and make this proposal to the demons that look, we can churn the ocean of milk and we can get the nectar. The Supreme Lord has said that, but we can't do it alone. We need your help. So if you cooperate with us, both of us together can accomplish this task. So the demons agree. They are full of confidence. They know that they can handle everything. They think now both parties are thinking when the nectar comes out, we will take it all. We will not let them take the demons are thinking that when the nectar comes out, we will just take it. We will not let the demigods take the nectar. And the demigods are thinking if we get the nectar, then we depend upon the Lord how we can get the nectar, and the demons don't get their hands on the nectar. So now, before the war, the Supreme Lord has brought them to one place to pick up the Mandara mountain. So they're trying to pick up the Mandara mountain, and not only are they not able to pick up the Mandara mountain, they are, as you heard in the verse 36 and 37, that they were not only were they not able to pick up the mountain, they fell, they got hurt, they broke bones, they had bruises, they were injured, but the Mandara mountain fell on them and they could not protect themselves. So the Supreme Lord appears at the scene in this verse, and he protects them. In the previous verse, it is said that they became free from grief and they even had no bruises on their bodies. Krishna even took care of the bruises on their bodies. This is like the pastime in the Ramayana. You know, every day the monkeys had a fight with the demons. Now, even a normal, regular demon is so powerful. And regular monkeys, not the powerful monkeys, just the regular monkeys, were so small and so little power. So, how did they fight? How could you have a fight between monkeys and these demons, the Rakshasas? The way to fight was that uh, 100, 200, 300 of the monkeys, because there were so many in numbers, so many hundreds of monkeys attacked one Rakshasa in order for them to overpower or overcome one Rakshasa. Hundreds of monkeys were needed. So, very easily, they broke their bones, they got injured, and so on. So, at the end of the day, they would all end up in the hospital. There was a big hospital set up for all the monkeys on the side of Lord Ram. And all of these monkeys, they were visited by Lord Ram at night. In the evening, when the war was over, the monkeys will get a visit from Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ram, and he would look at them. Just by his glance, their pains will go away. And then he would touch them. Just by him touching them, their bruises, their broken bones were all fixed and they were jumping in joy. So, this pastime here is similar, that the Supreme Lord has come in the form of Narayan or Vishnu or Ajita with his Garuda, and he has saved the uh, demons. He saved the demons and demigods both, and taken care of their injuries and bruises. And both of them, all of them together, did not have enough strength to pick up the Mandara mountain. And the Supreme Lord is now displaying his power in front of them, lifting the whole Mandara mountain with one hand, and then on top of that, putting it on Garuda, saying that, look, all of you together, all the demons and all the demigods, all of your strength together does not only not equal me, it is even less than my Garuda. Even my servant Garuda has so much more power than all of you put together, that he can pick up the Mandara mountain. He can pick me up, and all of you together cannot move the Mandara mountain safely. So, this in this chapter, this is the main Leela. This is the main Leela. Krishna is giving them a message. What is the message? That you are always fighting. with each other. I am more powerful. I am more powerful. No, me, no, me, no, it's me, no, it's me. Look at how powerful all of you are. You could not even pick this Mandara mountain. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to pick up the mountain with just one hand. And not only me, even my servant Garuda can lift it alone. And all of you together cannot do it. So here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying, here is the proof of the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Omnipotence or omnipotent means all powerful. There are so many names of Vishnu. There is a Vishnu Sahasranam. In the Vishnu Sahasranam, one of the names of Lord Vishnu is also Allah. Allah means all powerful. Allah means all powerful. All powerful meaning the reservoir of all the power. Every powerful person in this world gets their power from Krishna. That is all powerful, not supremely powerful, not most powerful. He is all powerful. So, whatever power we have, we get from Krishna, but his power, by sharing it with us, does not go down. According to the Ishopanishad, he is Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He is the reservoir of all that power, and by him sharing that power with us, his power doesn't go down. He still is all powerful. So he's showing these little creatures. Even the demigods and the demons are little creatures in front of the Supreme Lord. He's showing the little creatures how little you are. And you're fighting. You're fighting over something. Like in this world, we come and we fight over something. Something very interesting. What is the cheapest thing in this world? What is the cheapest? The cheapest thing is dirt. Dirt, that's why it's called dirt cheap, because dirt is the cheapest. That's why the phrase dirt cheap. So dirt is the cheapest, but being cheapest, most of the fights in this world are over dirt. Most of the people fighting in this world are fighting over land. What is land? It's dirt. So people are fighting for what is the cheapest in this world. The dirt is the cheapest. And everybody wants to fight over that. So the demons and the demigods, they're also fighting. And the Supreme Lord wants to show them the reason they're fighting is that one is saying, I have more power. The other is saying, no, I have more power. So in this world, we come and we spend our life fighting over the land, and then we complete our existence and go to wherever. Whatever land we have acquired is left behind. All my life, I fought and worked so hard to get all this land. And where is this land going to go? It's going to go back to Krishna. So it's like us seeing two little children, 2-3-year-old, fighting over one toy. They're very seriously fighting. But us, the parents or whoever, the guardians, we don't take that too seriously. Why we don't take that too seriously? Because we know, we know that in a few minutes, both of them will be sleeping on the side, and that toy will be sitting here, and nobody would want that. Nobody would want the toy. The toy would be sitting right there, and these two will be one sleeping in one end of the room and the other sleeping in the other end of the room. So don't take their fight too seriously, because they're fighting over nothing really. This toy is not going anywhere. So similarly, Krishna thinks when he sees us fighting over something, he sees the same thing. That in a little while, both of them will be tired or complete their life and go on, and the land that they're fighting over will still be sitting here, and I am the sole proprietor of that land. And I will be here, and the land will be here, but these guys will be gone. So Krishna wants to show them that look, you are so insignificant. You can't even all of you together can't even lift this Mandara mountain. So we were talking about the omnipotent Krishna, or the quality of omnipotence of Krishna, being all powerful. Srila Prabhupada says in another purport that omnipotent means Param Brahma. Param Brahma, all powerful Param Brahma. So further, Srila Prabhupada explains who is above everyone. The proof of the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is above everyone. There are two classes of living entities, demons and demigods. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is above them both. Is what the Supreme Personality of Godhead is also trying to prove to them. So, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has, in 1 second, without having a fight with them, has defeated them all just by this particular Leela that has taken place in this verse. What is the Leela? Coming back to the Leela, the Lord very easily lifted the mountain with one hand and placed it on the back of Garuda. Then he also got on the Garuda and went to the ocean of milk, surrounded by the demigods and the demons. So this is the main activity, the main verse of the punch verse of this chapter. So further, Srila Prabhupada is saying that there are two classes of living entities. So he's dividing people or thinkers into believers and non-believers, because there are not two kinds of living entities. There are 8,400,000 species. 8,400,000 species are all there. It's not two, but Srila Prabhupada, to make a point to divide believers and non-believers, he is putting living entities into two categories for the sake of this discussion. So he says that two classes of living entities, demons and the demigods. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is above them both. He is not in any of this. Actually, in the 8,400,000 species, there are 400,000 humans. 400,000 humans. 400,000 humans, the topmost, the best among the humans, the top one is Lord Brahma. Then there are the residents, other residents of the Satyaloka. Satyaloka residents are somewhat similar to Lord Brahma. There are those. Then there's lower planets, lower planets, lower planets, lower planets. So as the heavenly planets, you go lower and lower, those 400,000 species are covered in here. So somewhere there, maybe at 20 or 30, the demons are there and the demigods are there. The demigods live in the heavenly planets. The demons are also around. They both these species, they go everywhere. They're not limited to just walking on the ground. We are limited to walking on the ground. Of course, we have all kinds of equipment to make us fly, to make us go in the water or under the water, and so many things. But without any equipment, all we can do is walk on our two little feet. But these demons and demigods, they hardly walk. they have so many other things. Without any equipment, they can fly, they can do whatever. They have all the siddhis. It can take us a lifetime to get one siddhi. They have all siddhis by birth. So they are one below each other. So that's why there is a competition between them, and they usually have a fight. Sorry, I want to make this class short and get to meet all of you, or most of you, or some of you who would want to meet with me, get to know you, discuss, or if you have any questions, I would like to take them. So just going a little bit further, I will maybe speak for another 5 minutes and then open up. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead made them make a truce, go and settle with each other, go and surrender to each other, and then I will give you the nectar. If you want nectar, then you have to, both of you have to settle. It's like two kids are fighting over who will get the sweets. And the mother comes and says, okay, I will give you sweets, but first you have to stop fighting and hug each other and be good boys and sit down together, play together. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead is kind of doing it the same way. The demons believe in the chance theory of creation. Chance theory of creation means everything happened by chance. With a big bang, this thing happened, that thing happened, the water was flowing, and somehow or the other, a single cell amoeba was born. And one day that single cell decided to divide itself into two and became a two-cell animal and then multiple cell animal. And one day it decided to not sit on the stone, but decided to swim in the water, and that's where the fish came. And one day the fish could not find anything in the water, so it jumped out and became a frog. And one day the frog decided to fly, so it developed wings, and the frog started to fly. This is the theory by chance, or the creation of everything by chance. By chance, this happened, that happened, and by chance, everything happened. And the believers, why the demons or the non-believers say that? Because they do not want to accept the authority of the Supreme Lord. They don't want to accept God. They say, no, no, there is no God. If there was God, we would see him. There is no God. Everything is happening by itself, by chance. But the believers say, no, there is God. Nothing is by chance. Everything is happening. There is an intelligent design. And behind the intelligent design, there is a designer. And that designer is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the designer. And we are all under his control. Of course, based on our own karma, we are suffering and or enjoying the result of whatever good karma we have, mostly suffering the bad karma. So it is not happening by itself. It is happening because of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, or God. So Srila Prabhupada is taking the direction, the discussion in another direction. The disagreement between the Srila Prabhupada's direction of discussion is disagreement between old discussion between believers and non-believers. There never was a time when there were believers and there was never a time, there were no believers, and there never was a time when there were no non-believers. The believers and non-believers have always been there, like they are today. The church is fighting all these institutions, like the Stephen Hawkins, who sold the theory of the Big Bang and how everything happened by chance. And of course, they have been proven wrong so many times, but they still stick to their thing. And the believers always stick to that we were not created by chance. We were, reminds me of a good joke that one little 6-year-old one day asked her mother, Mother, are we descendants of the monkeys? Did we come from the monkeys? And the mother said, No, we didn't come from the monkeys. God made us. We did not take birth from monkeys. God made us himself. So she said, this is strange, because I asked Dad yesterday, and he said that we came from the monkeys. So which one of you is right, Mother? Is Dad saying the right thing or you? And the mother said, actually, we are both right, because he's talking about his side of the family and I'm talking about my side of the family. My side of the family believes that we came from God. So we came from God. His side of the family thinks that they came from the monkeys. They may have. Same thing, Srila Prabhupada says, that those who believe that we came from the monkeys, they must have come from the monkeys. But we do not believe that we came from the monkeys. We believe that we came from God. Uh, the problem with the demons is that they do not want to accept God. They do not want to accept the existence of God. And it has always been that way. Look at the Bhagavad Gita. In the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Duryodhana is going around and counting all the powerful warriors, counting all the powerful men, that my side is protected by Bhishma, Karna, Dronacharya, and so on. Whereas the Pandavas' side is only protected by Bhima, and so on. So you've all read the Bhagavad Gita, and you all read the description of the powerful army leaders that Duryodhana is quoting. But did he say anywhere? Did he say that there is Krishna on the other side? He's not even counting Krishna. He is not bothered. He is not bothered to count Krishna. Krishna, who is the most important person on the whole battlefield, everybody is seeing him, and most people accept, most wise people accept that wherever there is Krishna, and so on, he is the supreme personality of Godhead, and all of these things. Duryodhan, for one, does not recognize Krishna. He is not talking about Krishna. He is not saying that there is Krishna on the battlefield and he's on the other side. So that's how they are. The Yodhas, he's counting the Yodhas and the Maharathis, but not counting Krishna. You know, there are Rathis, there are Maharathis, Atirathis, and the Maharathis. So there is a soldier. There are soldiers, that's the lowest rank. Then you have a soldier on the horse, soldier on elephant, and so on. But you have somebody powerful on a rath, on a chariot. So that is called Rathi. So one soldier can fight with one soldier at a time. You cannot get so many soldiers together to fight one soldier. That is not the rule of the war. But if you get a Rathi, 100 soldiers can attack a Rathi at the same time. A Rathi has to be as powerful or more powerful than 100 soldiers. Otherwise, he has no right to be on the Rath. He should not be mounting on the Rath. That is a Rathi. Then there are Atirathi. In Sanskrit, it's a Atirathi. Atirathi is somebody with a big, a bigger Rath, Atirathi. And that Atirathi, nobody can just go on the bigger chariot. You have to be as powerful as 1,000 soldiers. So if you are on a Atirath, 1,000 soldiers can attack you at the same time. And you have to be able to fend off. You have to be able to protect yourself. You cannot say, oh, so many people got together to round me up. No, you are supposed to be more powerful than 1,000 regular soldiers. So as long as no more than 1,000 soldiers attacked you, you cannot be complaining. Then there is a Maharathi. Maharathi can be attacked by 10,000 soldiers at the same time. A Maharathi is as strong as 10,000 soldiers. So if 10,000 soldiers attack you, you cannot complain. So that's why Bhishmatama said that I will kill 10,000 soldiers every day because I have to kill that many just to prove that I am Maharathi. So that is the description of the Rathis and the Atirathis and Maharathis. I hope you find it interesting. Further, Krishna says, the omnipotence of the Supreme Lord is proved here by, for simply with one hand he lifted the Mandara mountain. The demigods and demons placed them on the back of the Garuda and brought them to the ocean of milk. Not only did he place the Mandara mountain and himself on Garuda, he also took all the demons and all the demigods. I will take you to my little Garuda will take all of you together. Now the demigods, the devotees, would immediately accept this incident, knowing that the Lord can lift anything, however heavy it might be. Although demons also carried along with the demigods, upon hearing this incident, they would say it's mythological. Mythology. What is mythology? Mythology, we need to know and learn the mythology because many Indians are educated in that way that they accept that our shastras are based on mythology. Mythology means myth. Mythology means based on myth, meaning based on fiction. Fiction, no reality. The Mahabharata, the Ramayana, they have no reality in them. Everything is based on myth or fiction. That's what the British taught us in our school system, and that's what we have learned. But Srila Prabhupada says, no, our scriptures are not based on mythology, they are based on fact. It is only in India that our scriptures are considered to be mythology. In other countries, let's say Indonesia, for example, they also have Ramayana, they also have Mahabharata. And they accept the Ramayana, they accept the Mahabharata as their real history. They do not call it mythology. They call it their heritage. That, okay, we are Muslim today, but we were Hindus before, and this was our culture, our heritage. This is our real history. This is where we come from. They still have Ram Leelas on the stage, and they do not portray that Ram Leela, or they do not accept that the Ram Leela is is based on myth. They accept it as historical fact. The Mahabharata, the Ramayana, all of our stories given in the Bhagavatam are all based on facts, not on fiction. Further, Srila Prabhupada says, but if God is all powerful, Why would it be difficult for him to lift a mountain? That reminds me of a story, or not a story, real thing, what happened to me personally. There was a Govardhan Puja. So some people organized a big pandal program for Govardhan Puja, 3-4 days program. And they invited me to speak at the Govardhan Puja in India. So I went and I spoke. And later, the brand new people came. So one person, looking like an educated gentleman, stood up to ask a question. He asked me, Prabhuji, you look like you are educated. I say, yes, I am somewhat educated. I said, do you really believe that Krishna would have lifted the Govardhan hill? He is really probing me that do you really believe, or you're just talking about it? Do you really believe that it is true that Krishna? I said, do you believe that this earth is floating around in the air, not sitting on anything? And if this earth, the whole earth, is floating around in the air, not sitting on anything, that arrangement is made by the Supreme Lord, Krishna. The person who can make that arrangement to have the earths float around like that. What is one Govardhan? One Govardhan mountain is nothing in front of the weight of the whole earth. If Krishna can make the whole earth float around, what is one Govardhan? So he understood. Srila Prabhupada is using the same example here. And going further, Srila Prabhupada says, this is not mythology, but difference between believers and faithless is that devotees accept incidents mentioned in Vedic literatures to be true. The devotees accept that the pastimes given in our Bhagavatam are based on fact, whereas the demons simply argue and label them as historical incidents of mythology, based on fiction. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 7th chapter, 15th verse, Krishna says, Namam dushkritino muda prapadyante naradhama mayaya aphrta jnana asuram bhavamishrita. 4 kinds of people do not surrender unto me. What are those 4 kinds of people? Those ignorant of knowledge do not surrender to me. Those who lazily follow their lower nature, though capable of knowing me. They are capable of knowing me, but they still want to follow their lower nature. That is Mudha. And the third is those who deluded intellect. That is Naradama. And those who are demoniac in nature. Demoniac in nature, those are asuras. So the demons would prefer, Srila Prabhupada says, demon would prefer to explain that everything happening in this cosmic manifestation takes place by chance. By chance, what can happen by chance? There was one meeting of the Sakar and Nirakar, or believers and non-believers. The class of men who think that everything happened by chance, and a class of men who believe in God, that everything happened because of God. So this believer took a rose flower and put it on a stamp pad and made a stamp on the paper and showed it to the non-believers. Say, can this happen by chance? And the non-believers said, no, this cannot happen by chance. So the believer said, you do not believe that this image of the rose can take place on this paper, cannot be by chance, but you are actually ready to believe that the rose itself was created by chance. According to the non-believers, if Krishna did not make anything, everything happened by chance, then the rose also came about by itself, by chance. Krishna did not make the rose. If by chance a stamp of the image of the rose cannot be made, how can a rose be made? So these non-believers, they don't really have a logic. There used to be these megapixel cameras. So one believer asked the non-believer that, over thousands upon thousands of years in the sand, somehow a 3 megapixel camera was made by itself from sand. Over thousands upon thousands of years. Are you ready to believe that? I said, no. I said, then how can you believe that your eye that has 500 megapixel power was created by itself? Srila Prabhupada says further, but demigods or devotees never consider anything to be by chance. Krishna is in charge. In the last sentence, Srila Prabhupada is saying, rather, they know that everything is an arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the difference between demons and demigods. Okay, thank you very much. I would like to stop here talking and want to start talking to you, hearing from you. And if there's any questions, or anybody knows me, or anybody does not know me, or anybody wants to talk to me.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat again. Thank you, Prabhu. Very beautiful class. Amazing class, Prabhu. You very beautifully said dirt cheap, and then of course everybody's behind that dirt. I remember Dhruv Maharaj saying, Sthana Vilashi Tapasi Sthitoham. That I was just wanting, the thing. But then it's Kacham Vichinvam. When I found you, then I understand that Kacham Vichinvam Api Divya Ratnam. अरे भगवान तुम ही तो सब कुछ हो, मैं कांच के पीछे भाग रहा हूँ. Very beautiful class, bro. Very beautiful. But again, Prabhu, as you certainly said, believers, non-believers always will be there. Just talking of all of us, if 100 years ago, somebody would have told, oh, there is a Akrura Prabhu, he'll be talking in Vancouver and everybody will be listening him around the world and watching him too. We'll be like,
Yes.
kaun si baat kar rahe ho? Where are you talking about? This is impossible. But look, today
Yes.
everything is possible.
Even 10
Prabhuji,
years ago, we could not even think of it.
100%. Yes, Prabhu. Zoom, thanks to Krishna, COVID came, and thanks to COVID, Zoom came, and we all met. That's such a mercy of Krishna. That's such a mercy of
The
Krishna.
world became even smaller.
Yes, Prabhu. Very, very beautiful. Prabhuji, there is certainly your very good friend, His Grace Krishna Kshetra Prabhu, on the call too. And but I will go with the
My dear
Shamagori
Krishna
Mataji
Chitra
first.
Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Shamagori Mataji is is the founder of our group actually. Shamaguri Mataji started this Bhagavatam session even before COVID, years before COVID, and then of course COVID hit and
2008.
we all. Mataji, please go ahead, please Mataji.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to
Hare,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my apologies. All
Please
glories
accept my
to all
Jai.
glories to you, Prabhuji. I know you from Facebook and YouTube, and I have heard your classes, and you do so many programs like kirtans and DT worship and so many things I have seen on Facebook, but I was
Nothing, it's
thinking,
just so.
how to get you on the call, but Balbhadra Kripa Prabhu made it possible today. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful association and very, very beautiful class. Your classes are always nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And you are very dear disciple of your Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you again for your services and thank you for engaging all of us in the service. Thank you, Mataji. Our very dear Krishna Kshetra Prabhu is there. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
It's very nice to hear from Akrura Prabhu. Actually, he's the one who got me initiated. He was very instrumental in Vancouver. That was in 2009. We were staying on the property lot there. And I have a question for Akrura Prabhu and a comment. Comment is, he mentioned about hospitals when there was Ramayana, and I didn't know about that myself. Like Lord Ram would come and cure those monkeys. But
Yeah.
there's an incident in Ramayana when Sugriv was defeated for the first time when he fought with his elder brother Bali. And when he came back, he really was in pain.
Yeah.
And then the Lord touched him and his
Yes.
pain was gone. Yeah, this is in the Ramayana.
Yeah.
But a question, Prabhuji, you rightly said it's always a fight between brothers, and the way you brought it up, like civil cases all around the world, was very nice. The way you started it, which is true everywhere in the world, brothers, not every brothers fight, but some brothers do fight because of land, property, etc. Only in Ramayana we see brothers not fight, but they fight against each other in order to give the throne to each other, like Bharat and Ram and Ram.
Yes.
But anyways, in Edmonton Yatra, it's very coincidental. Like you say, fights happen between demigods and demons, and fight happen here also between devotees and non-devotees. Of course, not fight, but challenge, struggles. It's always like that. Disagreement.
Yeah.
But I was very shocked, Prabhu, because you are like my Shiksha Guru. Like in this Rath Yatra, we had a very successful Rath Yatra this weekend in Edmonton. Very successful, lot of people, lot of crowd. But when we came, after the parade, we were shocked. There was a banner of Sai Baba projected in our tent. And I could not digest that personally. So I went and spoke to a few other devotees. I think Aditi Mataji is here too, and she also said, who brought them? And when, we spoke with each other, and then they were forced to turn this banner down. But it's really shocking, Prabhu, what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's sad. But
did Bhaktimarga Swami come?
No, Bhaktimarga Swami was not there. Vrinda Devi Mataji was not there. And who brought them? We were shocked. We were shocked, Prabhu. And the shocking part was we made an effort in bringing the community in advertising, and they were asking donation for their temple there in a booth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What can
really
I say?
shocking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to bring that here, but because you're here, you're like my Shiksha Guru, and you know.
No, this is a matter of Mother Vrinda and so on. Even Bhakti Marg Swami has resigned from his position. So, he still is a leader, so he can be approached, and this matter should go to Mother Vrinda. It's got nothing to do with me. I am
Right.
not really looking after anything like that.
And sorry to
But
bring this
you are
up,
right.
but I felt
It is shocking.
I felt I had to say something because, we are propagating the mission of Prabhupada. We are not propagating the mission of Sai Baba
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada would not approve that.
in our movement, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. But anyway, always happy to hear from you, Prabhu, and we look forward to seeing you in Edmonton, hopefully soon. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Actually, I heard what Prabhu said, that Ram was treating them. And on the other side, the same thing, the Ravana was actually throwing the bodies in the ocean only. Because that way, if he's burning the bodies, everybody will think, oh, we killed so many demons. So somebody was explaining the corporate culture, right? Use and throw. But Ram
Yeah.
is not corporate culture. Ram is taking care of his monkeys.
Yes.
Even when he's Ram, and even when he's Krishna, feeding the monkeys with the makhan that Yashoda Maiya made. And then that devotee that was arguing how he left the Govardhan, he left the Govardhan only to see Radharani underneath it, not only for anything else. You just need to go into the rasa. Thank you, Chitta Prabhu, for being on the call. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, if anybody has any questions from Prabhuji or comment, please raise your hand or unmute yourself. Otherwise, also please introduce yourself to Prabhuji, as Prabhuji asked during the class, because Prabhuji is joining first time Bhakti Sangha Chapa group, and most of the devotees are from states and from India too, sometime joining. So please introduce yourself. Shama Gauri Mataji is already there. We have Lalita Mataji and Deenabandhu Prabhu on call.
Yeah, I see the names.
Yeah, okay. Lalita Mataji and Deenabandhu Prabhu, if you are there, please introduce yourself to Prabhuji. Vinita Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm here.
Vinita Mataji. Prabhuji, Vinita Mataji has Shakti to not sleep. I don't know how she does it. But she's always on the call and
This
always
is
doing
Deenabandhu
all.
Prabhu.
Oh, Lalita Mataji is there. Hare Krishna, Deenabandhu Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna,
Jai.
Prabhuji. Thank you very much for a wonderful class. My wife is outside now doing some work. She's a Prabhupada disciple. I'm very fortunate. And anyway, thank you so much. Very nice to meet you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prabhuji, Lalita Mataji and Deenabandhu Prabhu are amazing devotees. I cannot chant about their glories with this mouth in this small time. So thank you, Prabhu, for being with us. Thank you, Lalita Mataji. Prabhuji, Vinita Mataji is there. Mataji, you are from Texas, right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a beautiful class. I really liked the class because you have explained in a very simple way and so beautifully explained this verse how brothers fight and how a father or a mother does not want them to fight, but they should be together. Then only you will get your sweet. The examples that you gave, so beautiful, Prabhuji. Very, very grateful to you for this morning coming up at 4 o'clock your time and giving the class. Very grateful to you. Yes, I live in Texas, Prabhuji. Here the time is at 7:30 now. Yeah, we are a little bit further than you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vinita Mataji. Prabhuji, we also have Prahlad Anand Prabhu on the call. A very amazing devotee. I don't know if, because sometimes, devotees do multiple things while the classes. But Prahlad Prabhu is there. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, I think his audio is not there. And then Prabhu, yeah, there is so
not there, Prabhuji.
Yes. And Prabhuji, there is so many other devotees. Priti Mataji is there too. Okay. Prabhuji, many beautiful devotees here, Prabhu. many devotees who do many services all day long. There are many groups where they teach kids about shlokas and about our shastras. Just amazing, Prabhu. Bhakti Sangha just goes on non-stop. Thank you, Prabhu. But thank you for
Thank
being on
you.
the call, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Prabhu, I see one hand raised, Prabhu.
Oh,
Valli Mataji is there. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Valli Mataji, Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Prabhuji, and good to see you also after a long time, Balbhadra
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Thank you.
Welcome back.
This is mercy of the devotee, Mataji. You see how a devotee can bring other devotee. That's the real example. You just said it.
Yeah. You disappeared for some time from the screen, but
Yes.
you are always there in the background.
Yes,
That's what I can feel.
bless me,
Hare Krishna
Mataji. Please
Prabhuji,
bless me.
very, very wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.
And welcome to the Bhakti Sangha. I have one question when you said the name from the Vishnu Sahasranama, right? So I want to hear that one. Allah or something you said, right? It is the meaning.
Yes. It
What
is
is it,
something
Nama?
like a Adhar Allah. So
Which
Allah is
verse
a
is it,
short.
Prabhuji?
The name is something like a Adhar Allah.
Which verse of the Vishnu Sahasranama is it?
I am not sure. I only heard
Okay.
it from other senior devotees.
Oh, okay.
There is a long name of
Yeah.
Lord Vishnu, and a short of that name is Allah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I also
Yeah.
found it on the Google somewhere. It's available. How Allah is mentioned in the
Vishnu
Vishnu Sahasranam.
Yeah, as I said,
So
basically,
Allah does not really only mean Allah, what the Muslims refer to. Allah is an Arabic word and it refers to God. So those who speak Arabic, they are Christians. They call Jesus Allah. And those who are Arabic speaking, but they are not Muslim, they're Jews, they refer to their God as Allah. So Allah is a name of God. Sorry, Allah is not a name of God. Allah refers to God in Arabic. That's what I found on Google. Actually, Srila Prabhupada also said that in a conversation that Allah means God.
And everything back comes from Sanskrit only, right, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. And my name is Valli and I'm from Chicago. It is like same time.
Thank you, Mother.
Hare Krishna.
So nice to meet you.
Hare Krishna. Please come back. We want to hear you more and more again.
Yes. Your temple president is my friend over there.
Oh, Premananda Mataji.
No.
We are from Naperville. It is a great.
Okay. This is main Chicago temple.
Oh, Kishori temple. That is
Kishori temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's his name? I'm forgetting right now. Nitai Pran or something. He's a friend of mine.
We are all preparing in an eager way for Janmashtami, Prabhuji. We are getting ready for the Janmashtami.
Yes. I'm so glad to hear.
We filled our temple walls with beautiful pictures of Radha Krishna. It is a bigger size pictures. Each one donated like 5,000 for each picture, Prabhuji.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a new temple built. It is like almost like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And the walls are all empty till now. This is the first year we're having all those beautiful pictures on our walls.
Yes.
Wow.
It's so wonderful. I never heard of the Naperville temple.
Temple of Greater Chicago, that's what they say.
Temple of Greater Chicago, Naperville.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Valli Mataji, directly from Chicago. Also, we say Prahlad Lad Daine. Allah. Maybe that Allah is there too. Prahlad, one who gives, Ahlad to his devotees. And that's Krishna. And that's the name of Allah. Allah. So thank you, Mataji.
Narsimha Stotra. Yeah.
Yes. Prabhuji, we have Purna Prakash, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances.
Jai.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I think we got really fortunate to have association in person last couple of weeks back in New Jersey. So
Yeah, you look familiar.
yes, Prabhuji. So really, in Gopikant Prabhuji's house.
Oh, you were at Gopikant Prabhuji's house.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So we still remember Ananya Bhakti we discussed about, and then you talked about Tulsi Maharani's pranam. So Moray Bilash, Bilash Kunjay.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so I mean, so and yesterday also in our class, Sunday class, we discussed about you and about Ananya Bhakti as well, and the same thing we discussed. And today's class was so nice, Prabhuji. So really, we impressed. And of course, you gave so many examples, and you talked about Rathi, Atirati, Maharati, and what are the difference between and so many things. Yeah, we got to learn so many things from your class, Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you very much for this.
Thank you. So nice to see you again. Yeah, we just met last week.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Purna Prakash Prabhu. Thank you for being on the call. Thank you for your services, Prabhu. Yeah, that's what I said, Prabhu, when I was reading your introduction. We should be with you. We should be doing Vishwa Brahman. It's amazing, Prabhu. Your services are unbelievable for how much you are doing for ISKCON, Prabhu, and Srila Prabhupada. It's unbelievable. All your family, actually, Prabhu. Thanks to all your family, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Dear devotees, if anybody has any more questions or realizations, you can please go ahead. Otherwise, I think we can close the call for today.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
My name is Deepika. I'm from India, Mumbai.
Haribol.
Thank you so much for today's class. Eternally grateful to you. Prabhuji, my question is that this man went to moon, right? And Srila Prabhupada, he says the man has not gone because you need a lot of piety to go there. So how do we explain to others? Like, what do we say when we are trying to tell them that they haven't gone there,
Well, it is not a good idea for us to quote Srila Prabhupada directly on that, because it would look like we are living in some other world, because the whole world seems to believe that the man actually went to the moon. So it is a good idea to quote them other scientists who are not Krishna conscious. Actually, there are more educated people in that industry who do not believe that Neil Armstrong actually made it to the moon. So personally, I stay away from quoting Srila Prabhupada. But if you go to the YouTube and you look for moon landing fraud or moon landing scam, you search for something like that, all kinds of videos will come up to prove that man could not have gone to the moon. And they are not saying that on the authority of Srila Prabhupada. They are saying that on the authority of themselves and other experts. Like, if you go to the moon, how many sources of light should you have? How many places the light will be coming at you? Natural light. At the most one. You should be seeing one sunlight. So if you take a look at that moon landing video, everywhere that astronaut is going, 4 shadows are following them. 4 shadows. In Delhi, I remember in 1984, 85, this Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium was built. 4 sides of the stadium, there was lights. and it was like a midnight match. So first time we saw that every person is moving around with 4 shadows. But the moon landing, same thing, 4 shadows. That means this is happening in a controlled light situation. There are 4 sources of light coming. That's why you have 4 shadows. For every source of light, you're going to get a shadow. So these people should have at the most 1 shadow, but they have 4. The American flag is fluttering. There is not supposed to be so much wind on the moon. How come it's fluttering? There is a fan behind it to make it flutter. Also, if you look at that, those original videos of these people landing on the moon, all of those videos, the photography experts will tell you that there is no way that this coverage could come from a chest camera. There are people who are actually filming them. There's a whole filming crew that's working to film them. It's so perfectly filmed. And they say nobody filmed it. It's just the cameras that they're wearing on their chest. No. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm no authority. But the photographers are saying that there is no way a chest camera can make this kind of coverage. This is professionally shot videos from so many different angles with so many different cameras and equipment and lighting. Everything is staged. So, so many things, even the same thing as Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said that there is a radiation between going from one realm to the next realm. There is going to be radiation in between, and a human cannot cross that radiation. And the scientists are saying the same thing. So I don't want to quote Srila Prabhupada to anyone, because then they may think that, maybe Srila Prabhupada was alone to say that, or maybe he was too old fashioned, and that's why he did not believe. I don't want to quote Srila Prabhupada. I want to quote all these scientists who don't believe. They are all questioning NASA. Even you ask NASA now, few years ago, they were asked, when are you sending the next man on the moon? They said, yeah, maybe in 20 to 30 years. Something you have done in the 70s, why would it take you another 20 to 30 years to do that? And the other thing is, the main thing, you want to know why everybody wants to go to the moon. What is on the moon? What do they want to bring? I will tell you. You heard of uranium? Uranium is deadly. We buy death with uranium. There is something called thorium or something up on the moon, which is 1,000 times more deadlier than uranium. That's what they want. They want to bring that death from the moon down to the earth. To do what? The humans want to bring that on the earth to do what? To kill humans. That one bomb will kill humanity, not humans. It will kill humanity. But we want death. We don't know how to treat a common cold. Does anybody know in America how to treat a common cold? No, we don't know. But we want to get we don't want to get the cure for cold or flu, but we want to get death. We want to go to the moon and bring easy death down to the earth so we can kill others and kill ourselves, the humanity. These are our priorities. We are not, there is no cure for cancer. There is no cure for diabetes. There is no cure for so many things. Even common cold, there is no cure. We're not looking for that. We're not spending millions of dollars to find that. We are spending hundreds of millions of dollars to bring death from the moon. As if there is no death here. That is the level of degradedness in the human society. We call ourselves civilized or the most intelligent species. But where is that intelligence? We want to use that intelligence to kill ourselves, to kill our fellow humans. That's all we want to use that intelligence for. Every country is spending hundreds of millions of dollars to go to the moon. They just want to bring that moon dust back and develop death with that moon dust. That's what they want to do. It is so shameful. Again, going back to your question, if you search on the YouTube, you will get so many experts talking about Neil Armstrong never going to the moon and how he could not have done. And where did they do it? And what did they film? How did they film? Everything is on YouTube. You can find it very easily. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very intelligently answered. Grateful.
Thank you, actually, Deepika Mataji. Very beautiful question, because many times these questions come into mind, and if we don't ask, then we don't have the answer. And thanks to you, all the devotees on the call, and after, this class is being posted on YouTube, anybody can go and listen to this. And that's very true. I was relating it to your Bombay part. You said you're from Mumbai. And, one time, I never been to Mumbai, but Mumbai has been a fascinating city to, I think, all the East Indians especially. So we were, always listening, ye hai Mumbai, meri jaan. And everybody wants to go to Mumbai. But then Prabhupada ji comes in life, and then Thakur ji's kripa, and then we sing, wo din bhi aaye, tere Vrindavan mein aaye hum. So things will change with bhajan, Many times we do get these questions, and then we'll bhajan. And once there was this class from Pavan Das Prabhu. He's very big he's doing many projects for ISKCON, and he was explaining how 3D dimensional things are there, as Prabhuji was saying. So thank you, Mataji, for asking. It's a very beautiful question. And thank you, Prabhu, very beautifully answering this without even quoting Srila Prabhupada. And actually, that's true. I searched while you were saying, and there are hundreds of pages that comes out, and that's nothing to take with ISKCON. And they're all refuting this, that anybody has ever been. But thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Really beautiful question. We need to ask these questions, actually.
We should be refuting the experts with the experts.
100%, Prabhu. 100%. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for being on the call today, Prabhu, and enlightening us all with this beautiful nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam and your expertise, Prabhu. Thank you so much. We all are very grateful to you, Prabhu. So, dear devotees, if nobody has any more questions, let us pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalptarubhyascha
Namo Namo.
Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Guru Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai. His Grace Akrura Prabhu ji ki jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.